Now then, for the second episode of Now That's Midschool, I'm visiting Nick Bevan in the leafy burbs of Reading here in the UK. Nick is a well-known fixture in the midschool BMX collecting scene both here and abroad. I don't think that there are many midschool Facebook groups that Nick isn't a member of, but Nick's radar goes way beyond the Zuckerberg galaxy. Bike forums and eBays of different countries are his favourite hunting grounds for those unsuspecting people in the world that are oblivious to the current value of their once cherished bikes that they are in the process of getting rid of. He's like a shark, smelling the blood from miles away. Nick isn't your typical midschool collector though, if there is such a thing as a typical type. For all the hardware Nick has sourced over the years, he's kept a very modest amount back, and with it he has built some stunning looking bikes, just as he would have had them himself back in the day. There's a room with a storage container of stuff too, so there's maybe a repeat trip to Nick's in the future. Let's get into it, shall we? So, do you want to go through what we've got?
Yep.
What we got here then, obviously, is that a shorty or lengthy?
That's a 97 shorty.
Fucking hell. And you've restored that, or is that how it came to you, or?
I've had it a week.
You've had it a week? Right, right.
Came as a frame and forks and bars and stem.
That's a fresh one.
All the parts are...
Well, standard pegs are there.
Yep. So it's not all catalogue correct, but...
4-piece strip bars and the stem. That must weigh a bit, that, Nick.
It's not too bad. Traded the frame and forks for an exposure ox, and this one's lighter.
So you got your King really soon after I got mine. It were almost like there were a bit of a race between us, wasn't it? Like, who's going to get it first? Who's going to get it first? And yeah, my mate John Hall, he'd given me first refusal on it and then backed out and said, oh no, I don't want to sell it. And then finally we're like, yeah, all right, I'll sell it.
So my King, I'm the second owner on it. Bought it off the original guy who lived about 10 miles down the road. Came to me in a job lot when I cleared out his other parts, and he just said if it ever goes for sale, please let him know again first. So that's why it's still here.
Bloody hell. So what we got on it? We've got the King sprocket.
Got King forks and stem.
Power light bars are there?
They are indeed. Set up Jerry Galloway.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it just looks like something Jerry Galley would have had.
Go down to the basic, which, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one in England.
This is the Sluggo, isn't it?
It is, yes. Originally came from Germany.
You get quite a bit from Germany, don't you?
It's my favourite place to shop.
Like, are you on like bike forums and
Just Germany,
eBay?
Germany, eBay. You have to have an account which is set up in Germany and then use it in this country.
Right. Because, like, I'm sat there watching and I'm seeing you reveal all this stuff on the various midschool pages. And it's like, how's he doing it? It's absolutely bonkers watching you. Like, fucking hell. Ah. What year would that be? 95?
Yeah, 95, early 96, that sort of era.
Yeah.
Being 1 inch still.
I'm trying to think. Because my mate, he had... I can't remember, the homeless macro. I'm sure it was a basic Sluggo, but he cracked it in loads of places around Wishbone.
Yeah.
Kept getting it welded up, but eventually, like, nah, he gave up. And then I think he got a standard STA or
okay.
something along those lines. Menstrual. Oh yeah. With the Prince Alberts. GT logo tyres. Friend of mine started running the new GT logos and he says they're absolutely amazing on wood.
Okay.
So I might give them a try myself next time I need a new tyre. Because they do look good, don't they, the GT logo?
Yeah.
Do you roll around on them much or do you
Yeah.
just like...
Because they're survivors, they do all get ramp use still.
You got ramps round here?
No.
No. Whereas down Leroy's way, he's got bloody loads. They're every 2 minutes.
I know.
Oh.
So they do. Every one of my bikes is 10 minutes maintenance, and then it's ready
to roll.
a decent day out.
Sick. Right. Is that just a generic sort of bike rack that you've got from a shop?
It came up cheap on Marketplace, so happy days.
Why not?
I'm all about a bargain.
Yeah, and if it keeps things organised. That's something else. That is a mint build, that.
So that frame found it, and it had an extra gusset welded on around the head tube. Looked like it had been welded on by a 2-year-old. So yet again, another visit down to Leroy, clean it all off and smarten it back up.
Any idea on age of this year?
It's about 93, 94. Saying that just because it's a 1 inch, but it's got the 990s on the back.
Yep. Yeah, because unlike standard, where you can actually date stuff, you can't with the S&M stuff, can you?
No,
Well, not through serial numbers anyway.
No.
Oh, yeah, that is a cracker. I had those slam bars myself on my pork back in sort of early 98.
Yeah.
Basketball slams.
Lovely.
They aren't basketball, yeah they are, aren't they?
As far
GT gripper seat.
Yeah. As far as it goes with mid-school bars, always try and stick with slams or Castillos.
You can't go wrong, can you?
No.
You can't go wrong with slams. What are these, jive grips?
They are indeed.
Oh, they look harsh on the hands. I'm a redneck man myself. Some might say literally. Have you got a favourite, Nick, out of all of them?
All my bikes, I like to think of myself, I'm the current owner until I find someone else who deserves it more than me. Really don't want to get rid of the King or the Menstrual, but if
So hard to come by as well, though, aren't
somebody
they?
else needs it more than me, then it'll go to them.
You're a very, very generous individual, Nick. So long as obviously they come up with the right price.
Oh yeah, of course.
'Cause, you get nothing in life for free. Just, I might just cream myself a little bit around here.
This one's getting back a bit older. This is about a 91, 92 dirt bike. On the old style brake set up with a caliper rather than a 990. And that's the one that I still ride when I hit the dirt.
Is it?
It is.
What length is it?
20 inch as far as I'm aware.
Mind you, the rear end's about 20 inches well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Whoa, what gen are those profiles?
I
Oh,
think
go on.
they're Gen 3As. They're from about 81, 82. Found them on a KHU beta, which I paid a tenner for, but it was a 300-mile round trip to collect it. So, if the bike's worth it, I'll travel wherever I need to go get it.
Yeah, yeah. The chrome's still lovely, isn't it?
All original.
Yeah, yeah. That is some good chrome, not like today's chrome.
No.
Again, super early this one.
It's a Mark 1 Holmes from 1990.
Those original GT cranks? Yeah. Fucking amazing. They're Tioga?
They are. They're early Comp 3s from about 83,
Yeah.
84.
Classic. So Germany's the place, is it?
I'd like to say yes, but they come from all around the world for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've done the same.
I've got a few guys who work with me, which are a lot behind the scenes. I've got a lot of spotters out there, and every time they find something I want, they all get a finder's fee. So I've got quite a few people working with me.
And I suppose the more you get to know people, like for instance, well, Leroy,
Yeah.
you know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Making friends and influencing people.
Of course, yep.
So,
It's all about who you know and what they know. This day and age.
Yeah.
The Instagram one.
Yeah, so where can people find your collections online, Nick?
Most of it I stick up on my Instagram page, which is Nick Bevan 800. I'm always on there for a chat, buy, sell and trading, and general happy days with everyone.
Yeah. And a lot of people that'll see this, they're on the Facebook, they know your face and name on Facebook. You've filled a lot of Facebook Midschool pages with your pickups and your collections and your builds.
That's it, yeah.
That's mint. Well, that's episode 2 wrapped up, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks once again to Nick Bevan for the hospitality and showing us around his garage. Cheers, Nick. I have another couple of corkers penciled into the diary featuring Keith Brazier's and Jonathan Sherwood's collections, so stay tuned for those. Please do the whole like, subscribe, share and comment thing, and if you like what you've seen and are interested in showcasing your Midschool collections here on Now That's Midschool, drop me a DM on Instagram at Now That's Midschool, or you can email me at nowthat'smidschool@gmail.com. For now, it is UK collections only, but in the future, with more improvements to the channel, I hope to be travelling further afield. I'd love to see your collections, and I'm sure there are many others that would too. Thanks for watching.